In the previous video, we have seen the first part of the same chapter. In that video, we have seen what is atmosphere, the layers of atmosphere, air, its components. Now, in this video, we will learn about the pollutants in the air, atmospheric temperature and pressure, monitoring weather conditions. So, first begin with the pollutants in the air. Along with the natural combination of gases, water vapors, dust particles, the atmosphere continues receive man-made substances due to human activities. And these activities, for example, flying of automobiles, waste from the industries, etc. It releases gaseous pollutants like carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and lead particles, which causes air pollution. The smoke particles, when combined with fog, form smog, and it causes serious health problems like irritation in eyes, respiratory diseases. Sometimes volcanic eruptions that also add solid and gaseous substance in large quantity to the atmosphere and pollutes the area. Similarly, forest fires that also add pollutants and causes further damage to atmosphere. Now next is atmospheric temperature and pressure. We never feel the pressure or weight of air over us, but it constantly presses us. The pressure exerted by the weight of atmosphere is called atmospheric pressure, and the pressure of weight of air is measured with the barometer and the unit is millibar. So, the normal air pressure at sea level is 1013 millibar. If you have visited any of the hilly areas, you have go higher on the mountains or travel in air, you notice that your ear pops. It is because of drop in the air temperature and atmospheric pressure. So children, this is the instrument barometer. As the variation of atmospheric temperature and pressure only divides the atmosphere into different layers. We have seen 4 different layers. Because of this pressure only these layers have been discriminated. Now next topic is wind. What is wind? So it is flow or movement of air is called wind. In an area where temperature rises high, the air also gets heated and it moves. When it becomes lighter, it rises upward. This causes fall in the air pressure and the area becomes low pressure area. And what the space has been vacated by the hot air, because it moves upward, the area has been vacated and it has been replaced by the cold and denser area from the surrounding high pressure area. So this movement of low pressure area to upwards and that area filled by the hot, the means filled by the cold air. So this movement of air exactly is known as wind. Wind always blow from high pressure area to low pressure area, and this monsoon phenomenon of monsoon is a very good example of this. The change is caused due to unequal heating of land and water, and our country receives monsoon rains which supports our agriculture and economy, and our country is very much dependent on this monsoon rainfall, and it is very good example of this movement of wind. Now mechanism of rainfall. As you can see these 3 here cycle, water cycle, three processes given: evaporation, condensation and precipitation. So as the hot air rises, it reaches high in the atmosphere, it moves up due to evaporation. When it goes up, then it becomes cool, so it cools down due to presence of low temperature there. Water present in the form of water vapor condenses into tiny droplets of water or crystal of ice. This process, cooling down of water vapor into tiny droplets of crystals of ice, is known as condensation. Then when due to further cooling, these tiny condensed droplets joined and form larger droplets. In the course of time, these droplets become so heavy that the air cannot hold them. So what happened? Hence they fall down as rainfall or snowfall, that is precipitation. So these are the three processes of water cycle, that is evaporation, rising up, then cooling down, condensation, then it comes down to the earth, that is precipitation. Rainfall is very important as it brings water to earth, which is essential for the survival of all kinds of life. Rainfall is measured through this instrument. It is known as rain gauge. So the measuring unit is centimeter or millimeter. It is placed in an area where there are means the plain area it has been placed. When the rainfall occurs, they used to measure how much centimeter or millimeter rainfall occur. You can also see, means in this nowadays, as though this rainy season, you can observe that daily in the newspaper these highlights given that this much centimeter of rainfall yesterday occurred, or in this complete season it has been occurred. So how they measure? They measure with the help of this rain gauge. Now next is monitoring weather condition. What is weather? So weather, it refers to the state of atmosphere for a specific place for a short period of time. It changes daily as well as hourly. Means before 2 hours we can say it's a cloudy nature, then it is rainy, then again it becomes sunny. So it weather changes very frequently because it's a short period of time. So it is that state of atmosphere for a specific place. Means maybe it is raining in that area in some of the sector, and in another area it's not raining. So it depends on a specific place and for a short period of time. Then next is climate. Climate refers to state of atmospheric condition over a long period of time and covers a larger area. Larger area means we are talking about a country, and then it's long period of time. Long period of time means around 30 years of time, that we have observed that in these months, long period of time, so in these months that area receives rainfall. That area having very high temperature or very low temperature, we have constantly seen to several years the same typical conditions, then it is known as climate. So by this we can say climate of India is monsoonal, and weather as well, weather is changes daily hourly, means it's a short period of time. So it is very important for us to know the daily temperature and pressure condition of a place where we live. If we are traveling to any distant place, then also it is very important to know what type of weather condition that place have. It is for our benefits only. Weather reports are given daily in the newspaper or radio or television, and it includes all information regarding atmospheric condition like forecast of temperature, humidity, rainfall, wind velocity, sunrise, sunset, also everything mentioned there. These are very useful for us in different ways, and we should make it our habit to read the weather report on daily basis. So in this way we have seen that what are the pollutants which affects the air, then atmospheric pressure, wind, then rainfall, and last is weather and condition. In this way, this topic completed, and we will move further with the next exercises. Thank you.